Hello, we are live. Episode 2 of Superior Liability. Um, so we don't quite know what we're doing because we were thinking about a salvage job. We did discuss it a bit in terms of throwing
Mhm.
ideas around between the week, but we haven't
I
decided
think
anything.
what I want I'm of two minds. What I want to do is double down on rocket football and go salvage some stuff for rocket football.
Mm-hmm. And make a rocket football broadcast show and just like
Yeah,
sell them broadcasting equipment.
Some
that's
kind
not
of
just
league involving rockets, you're saying?
Mhm.
I think that might be
yeah,
popular.
yeah. But
A league.
that's my proposal for like a direction that we could go. We just keep throwing all of our eggs into the rocket football basket,
Until
and we'll
all of
take
the
this
rockets blow up all at once.
Yeah, or that, or it takes us out of the recession or whatever it
Yeah,
is.
you don't need to summon
We
Dagon if you just go to space and escape.
we just ride rocket football to its path to glory the whole way through.
I mean, I'm good with putting more into the rocket football, but I'm not sure that's really a scavenge mission because that feels like we're then looking for a specific.
Oh, I mean,
thing.
just generally, like
In
we
general,
keep
yeah.
doing jobs to reinforce the glory of the sport of rocket football.
I would imagine most of the salvage jobs will be a specific thing because we're not just gonna like go to ruined houses and start taking their cinder blocks. We want
Yeah.
See, that's
like
what I thought it was.
we'd need a
No, so-
specific like buyer already in mind.
Now, which is
Okay.
why rocket football makes the perfect patsy. Because we can always count on the league as a buyer because we made them up. They would still negotiate and all of that stuff, but we have a patsy to justify the need for going to find an abandoned news station, ripping it apart, and hiring and/or kidnapping news anchors to run.
Celebrity
our-
news anchors. We need a celebrity
Yeah.
news anchor who's
We need
forced
a
here by
celebrity
gunpoint.
news
That's the
anchor.
joke. It's totally a joke. They are forced
What,
to
you
say.
don't think that your, cultist friends would be great news anchors?
Arnie does not have,
There'd be great
let's say,
advertising.
a personable
actors, I
attitude
think.
towards everyone else.
That's how we do. We sell Super Bowl ads, Rocket Bowl ads. We just start
Yeah.
selling it. That's the most profitable thing.
I think the first step is, you're right, a salvage mission to get broadcast equipment.
Okay.
From the local news
So
station?
there's actually a mechanized way we do this.
Okay. Now, please control our chaos.
Getting the big picture ideas.
Come here,
it's
cats,
their job
please.
to make it
Cats, come here.
rules.
So, I think just for simplicity's sake and time's sake, we'll do the out of character one, which is, I mean, we kind of already started doing it. The first person with an idea says it. So you guys want to salvage broadcast equipment,
Sounds
right?
Yep.
like it.
That works for me. Other people in the group propose contrary ideas. Add something to a previous proposal or abstain.
So,
I think we're all
talk
good
about
with
it,
this.
I guess.
Valuable salvage equipment or radio equipment. I mean,
Working
just
broadcast
more money.
equipment, or at least repairable. Let's
Repairable.
downgrade from working because that's too
Serviceable.
strict. Yeah,
Serviceable.
serviceable broadcast equipment.
Broadcast supplies.
Yeah.
Preferably where we can find more stuff for us.
Is
to
there a
make.
preparation mission you can do? Like, in order to do this thing that you need to do this first?
Not really. I mean,
Okay.
the closest equivalent would be like a job line, which is typically it's like a contract where you do one contract for someone and they go, "Hey, I'm going to have more work for you." And it's like part of the
Yeah.
story of that job line.
But for a
Okay.
salvage mission, we could technically
Salvage
do
is
that,
just,
but the
like-
huge downside and risk of that is that we get no payout, which means we have to pay upkeep before, like, from the setup mission.
Right,
So we're basically
right.
paying for it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out a way to justify finding a big truck to put all this shit on because you can't carry it all.
I have a drawn key. I can carry more than most, and I
Yeah,
will
we just
use
get a
that.
rope and we tie it around the news van we steal.
Yeah.
And the drunkie walks it back to town.
Okay, so you're
I can
all
carry
good
as much as I don't think it's as much as a car, but like as much as a
might
wagon,
be.
basically.
What
But
is it,
the
like
car has
four-haul?
wheels,
Yeah,
is my
four-haul.
point.
How
So
much
it
can a car
just
carry?
so not put gasoline in it because I'm sure it's out.
I think it
just
depends
rolls
on the
its
car,
wheels.
but I think like a car might be 5 just off the
Okay,
top of
so
my
I can
head.
carry as much as like a smart car with my drawn
Yeah.
key.
Is there
Carry
a
as
difference
much as
between
half a car?
carry and tow in this system?
I don't believe so. I think
Should be.
yeah, I think
We could do
everything
math
uses
about it.
Hull,
Yeah,
so
it's
then
just
you
all
have to
Hull.
hold it on you. Yeah.
We
Mhm.
can do math about it.
Now I'm trying to figure out, okay, exactly how strong does that make, someone who can carry one hull, if it's comparable to, a car, half a car's worth of stuff.
Well, it's the abstraction, right? So it's not like,
Yeah.
okay, this
Yeah.
battery is 3 pounds and then this is 4 pounds. It's just it's one haul of stuff.
Like a car can carry X hull and also several people and also its
Yeah.
own parts.
Yeah.
Speaking of loot, we had some loot that we were trying to sell off for time, which
Oh,
the mechanic
yeah,
might
you guys
deal.
wanted to sell loot. It's
Yeah.
basically, I think it's a
Networking
networking.
test.
I should have
You
looked
you
that
put
up
it in
too.
chat.
Did I?
Yep.
Yeah, selling your
Okay,
networking
yeah.
test.
Yay, forward thinking.
Thanks, past me. You're not an asshole.
Yep.
This
And
time.
if I remember
This time.
correctly, upgrades don't affect this because it's based on
Upgrades
upkeep.
don't affect it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, if you want to sell something, make a networking test. If you succeed, you sell the gear for 2 times upkeep, and then other stuff. If you fail, you just sell it at cost.
Now, is this individual or do we put it all in a pile?
I think it's individual because it's for every everything a gear, you're trying to find someone who needs it. Which, based on what I remember reading about it, it's someone needs it. You just need to make sure they're gonna pay you for it.
Okay.
So each item.
hmm
Well, I've got a pistol I need to sell, which is only upkeep of 1, so it's not entirely.
Walmart pistol.
Yeah.
How much did we each get last mission again?
I
14.
think
14?
I got 0.
Okay, I just recounted everything I have.
Yeah, after
And
upgrades,
I have exactly 0. I don't need to sell everything. I was worried that I didn't include my dependents in my upkeep, but it looks like I did because I just recounted.
Mhm.
Which means I want to sell my axe.
Okay.
Does anyone else have networking? Can I ask you to sell my axe if you know someone?
Yeah, I have no networking.
I have networking 1.
That's still much better. That's
Yeah,
still
you're
so
not trying
much
to
better.
roll under 1.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I approach you, Rain, and I'm like, so I got this axe, as you saw. Do you know anyone who'd want to buy it?
Sure. I could try to sell it. I
Okay.
guess. I secret it away.
Okay.
I put it in the basket of my bike. I forgot I had a bike.
Oh yeah.
You hit the bell, bling bling.
I pedal off. Go.
That's a
Sell
horror
your
movie
axe.
thing. I just have like
Don't
this
worry, don't
large
worry.
axe in the front basket
We
of
have an axe. Do you want it?
Yeah. So roll networking.
It
Oh, you
just
did it.
was.
Success.
Success.
2 times
Ye-
upkeep.
Yep.
The upkeep of an axe is 1.
Is it
So I
one?
sell
Yeah.
it. We sell it for 2.
So later in the day, I come back to you with a barnacle crusted gold coin. I hand you your share.
Okay. How much is my share?
The barnacle crusted gold coin of the 1.
Okay. You take 1. I take 1.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
I'm down for that deal too if you want to sell the pistol.
Okay. Let me find my money pile. Where's the? This character sheet keeps making me lose everything. Where is my money pile?
There isn't
Go
one,
to.
or is there?
Here.
I think it's
No, I
on
don't think so.
bounty. No.
Savings.
Bounty bank, savings or
Bounty.
bounty bank.
Which
Either
is
one.
which?
Let's do. I think savings is for your retirement, but if
Okay.
you want to have one, just if you just want to have it in your pockets, I think bounty bank is that.
Yeah. Cool.
Because when you put it into your retirement fund, if you have to pull it out, it's a self control check. I think.
Lose
Rolling
half
another
money like a
networking to sell
401k.
the pistol.
Oh,
Critical
Yay.
success.
critical success
3
means
times.
3 times upkeep.
So that's 3.
Yeah.
I
Um,
spent my one bounty that I just got to armor up my drone so it doesn't die in a single hit. It doesn't die if like a rock accidentally falls, a pebble or something hits it. It'll just collapse.
Rock falls, your drunky
If
dies.
it takes any kill damage, or I miss upkeep, it dies. So now I've updated it
Ooh.
to be immune to stun damage and to spend one charge to negate all kill damage from a single instance of damage.
Nice.
I did not fill in the hunting rifle stuff. I got to do that.
I give Jack 2 upkeep. I don't know where I sold this one. I don't have any good ideas.
Someone had a gun.
The security guard on our place. The
I didn't mean real people. You get some
some
culty
random
relics in
kids.
return, worth 2 bounty. And I think you get. I want to say
Decent.
jokingly, I give you the gun back with the money, like it was used for something, and we have to destroy it. Because actually, that's what it is. Yeah, I return
Yeah.
with the gun and the
You
money,
didn't
and
sell
then we
the gun.
destroy it.
You lent an anonymous, untraceable gun to someone who then lent it back with a few fewer bullets.
Yes, the gun is
And said you might
disposed
want to get
of.
rid of this.
Yeah, the gun is now disposed of, and we have our shares.
Fair enough.
All right. Does anyone else need stuff to sell?
Nothing to sell. I bought myself some melee and the ability to scavenge better because I figured that might be a thing.
It
I
would.
bought myself the ability to dodge.
Yes.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah, I can spend money on skills. It
You
costs
can.
2 points to get to level 2.
Yes. Cost 2 bounty to get to 2.
From 1 to 2, but 0 to 1 is just.
Yeah.
So are we keeping that sniper rifle then?
Yes, I kept the hunting rifle.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see here. So you all wanna do broadcast equipment
We're selling it to the league,
to whoever runs the football league, so that's your
which
wholesaler.
might also be us, but it's unclear.
Well, I don't think we own the league. I don't know who would have
We
hired us.
could
Then.
own the league.
That's a separate thing.
We'd have to get, shares. And,
Yeah,
lose our
there'd be a
shares
whole
over
thing.
50%.
Yeah.
I was treating the league as a separate legal entity that we may or may not be a part of.
Oh,
But
okay.
the fact
So
that it's its own separate legal entity means that it can pay us even if we work for both. That was the. It's an economics game, and
Yeah.
it's a corporate personhood joke.
so now that the goods are decided upon, I rolled to see how much they'd be worth right now. Oh, 12. 12 per haul. And I believe
Oh, that's pretty good.
I didn't know it
That
was
is pretty good.
pre-rolled. I thought it was rolled after we come back per haul.
no,
Okay.
you know how much it is. It says once goods are decided upon, the market rolls 2d10 and adds the results together. And then equilibrium price for the supply demand chart.
This is already a good deal. If it's 12 per haul, we could take 4.
We get paid.
Well-
We only get 3
Well-
haul, and we already get as much as we would have before.
We can take 4 in the donkey and then however much we have. Matter of
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
we
think
managed to find it, which I don't know about.
so. Part of this is like the story reason is like everyone's trying to come up with a score, right? Because they pay better. You don't need to like do stuff for anyone. You're just out for yourself. But the downside is you take all the risk, right? If you don't find enough at the site, you're kind of boned.
Yeah, and we
Um,
don't know what is there necessarily. We're not.
Yeah.
We are kind of doing our own intel gathering.
I think all that's known for certain, it says the site. Before players start developing a job site, it's important everyone understands one hard and fast rule. Nothing about the site can be pleasant. Whatever the good and wherever it may be found, one immutable fact remains. If it were easy to get, someone would have done the score already. So
Perfect.
there's going to be a bad thing. We don't need to. Well, I mean, you're selling it in your own enclave, so economy doesn't really mean to be a thing. I think you guys can do like scams still, though. I thought I saw it like because you can alter that price if you want.
Okay.
Let's see
By
here.
trying to raise the market value for the salvage.
Yeah. let's see here. I want to make sure I find that. Let's see here. I thought I saw that, but I'm not seeing it anymore. So maybe that's like the one downside is you can't do that.
It's under economy for the
It's under
stores.
economy.
Yeah. That's where any talk of like manipulating it is. I don't know where that is in the book though.
I'm pulling it up as well.
While there's no negotiations in scores, characters can still conduct scams to manipulate prices. Having some information about the Enclave's economy can help when it comes time for players to drive their price per unit up. Okay. So
We can conduct scams at this portion when interacting with the economy, now that we know how much the going rate for broadcast equipment is.
yes. Let's see here. What page is that? That's 363. Because it depending on the red and the black die, it tells you what kind of market it is. So 5 and then 7. Oh, I mean, scarce. So, description: shortages and or lack of providers are raising prices. So you can try to secure goods, provide services, or eliminate competition. Let me find where that is specifically. So for you guys, this is page 365 if you want to look.
Yeah. So we're trying to sell. The going rate for the broadcast equipment is 12 per haul or trunk load or whatever.
Mhm.
Right.
There's no one selling it,
Yeah.
so the scams need to be about convincing the league that it's a good idea and that they should pay us a premium for it,
Yeah.
or
Go
anything else you have
destroy-
that could possibly up the price.
Can we go destroy anyone else's broadcasting equipment that might already have it and drive up scarcity that way?
That is something you could do.
Yep.
But who else would have it?
Who else do you guys think would have it? Because if it's a whole enclave, like all the enclaves came together to have some good old fashioned football, do you think it would be? Let's
What
see
enclaves
here.
are there? I guess is my
Oh, there's a
question.
handful.
Leighton
Yeah,
Post, the
I'm looking
Lost
at it as well.
Platoon. I don't know if the pirates would be involved in this.
Here we go.
Yes,
It's rocket
obviously.
football. I think that if it wasn't rocket football, maybe not, but it's a rocket. So
Okay.
I think the Pirates are involved in the football league. Of course they are.
It would make sense that the Great Lakes hotel, like at the hotel across from us, is trying to corporatize this.
Yeah.
Like they get wind of it and they're like, "Huh, yeah, this is something we want to
Then-
make money on."
They would definitely have.
Wait, no, they're the model. They're broadcasting games from their court when like it happens over there. They're broadcasting the game and they're raking in money because of it.
What do you
So
mean?
that's
either way,
that's
I
the
wanna check
model
out
we're
their
comparing
broadcasting.
to convince our local chapter to start broadcasting to drive up the price. Like, look, they're doing it. We need to jump on it before they're the sole broadcaster or whatever. That's the angle we could take to like drive the need home. Because I don't think the problem's like competition, like someone else in town has cameras or whatever. Because it's scarce. I think the
Yeah.
issue is convincing them it's a good investment.
I don't think it's a hard bargain to convince it's a good investment. That's pretty
Yeah, but
logical.
when no one has TVs, that's a much different. It's
Well,
a
no, they
bigger ask. Well, not no one, but like most
Yeah.
people don't have a TV. Nevertheless, 3 in their house.
Right.
Yeah, I think
that's the other side of
something
the
to do with
argument.
the Great Hotel Lakes location.
Mhm.
Because they definitely do have some broadcasting equipment there, even if it's just for their own advertisements.
Yeah.
Because if
It's-
it's a
yeah.
scams, it's that just each of us has to come up with something that hopefully works with our skill.
Yeah, you come up with something. I think
I'll kill a
Okay.
guy.
I'll kill a man. I don't care.
Yeah, that is why I was like, I'll take down their equipment. That's what I can do.
Let's see here. Scams. Oh, is that not on the negotiation sheet? I thought it was.
Might be at the bottom.
No, it's not.
Hey, enclaves near you. We have a handout for it.
339 is scams.
Okay, thank you.
Oh,
330.
I have my scam thought up, so whoever else has an
So-
idea.
I mean,
I'm still going with I'm putting it up. They don't need
I think-
broadcast equipment.
Yeah, I think
There's less of it around.
the only two
Fair
scams
enough.
that make sense on this list would be discourage competition and price manipulation,
Mm-hmm.
just because all the rest of them uh seem to include like negotiating, right? But you don't do that in this scenario.
Yeah. Well, I was probably gonna price manipulate.
Okay.
You know.
What do you do to try and manipulate the price of this good?
Well, at our bi-weekly meeting in the lake under the light of the moon, I announced to all of the attendees that Dagon wishes us to do a letter writing campaign, and
mailers?
we start we start a mass letter writing campaign to inflate the numbers of people that the league would expect to watch broadcasts if they do, all demanding to watch the games from the comfort of their own living room.
So
Hmm.
your scam is market research.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the opposite. We're all sending letters, so they think there's a lot more people with televisions.
Well, you could also send
Uh,
letters from like the other side, or just something like we're going to broadcast to the people across the wall. Is
I'm
that a thing?
convincing cultists, like, it's gotta be civil. Just fill out the form and mail it. I'm trying. It's like the
Okay.
easiest point A to B letter writing campaign.
The cult is now a Russian click farm.
well, one of them is Russian, you know. Okay. What skill are you trying to use for that?
Cultist.
Cultist.
I'm using my cult.
Leadership?
I have profession cultist.
I mean, that's like knowing stuff about cults,
Yeah, I know how to
right?
get them to do things.
I think this is more a leadership thing. You're like commanding them to write peasants. Dagon demands you write.
No, Dagon demands a penance of monotony.
So writing. That's
Fine, I'll roll leadership, I guess.
I think
Hypothetically
I'm
use
gonna.
profession cult.
Okay.
We also need to do.
That's a tie.
But
no,
it's
because ties go to market unless you want to. You have 3 will. Would you like will to flip that?
Yes.
Okay.
I will not be my cult will not be silenced.
So with that flip, you technically add 9 to that. So that's gonna be 21 per hall.
oh yeah, this is the point where we just want to manipulate the price and just get it up as
Yeah.
high as we
Mhm.
can.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
it would also depend on how much, because you might not be able to fill up all your hall with equipment,
Yeah.
right?
No, it's not a guarantee that we get a full load.
Yeah. All right. Who is next?
So I'm looking to do a price manipulation the same as before. I know there's rotating wires and whatever they're needing for that broadcast up on the roof, and like to make that anymore.
You're kind of cutting out. So you're trying to take wires off of where?
Ah, um, I want to blow up the broadcasting that the
You cut out again, but you're blowing up broadcast equipment that who's using?
the next door neighbors, the hotel.
Oh, the hotel. Um.
Trying to steal their You're trying to steal their viewers.
Okay. What are you trying to use for that?
Fuel grenade launcher, of course.
You're gonna mount up in a
I mean,
tree
if
and
you
aim for their
really
little
want,
AV shack on the side
Um.
of the football field and
if you
launch
really
grenades
want,
at
I can
it.
try stealth again. But this way sounds more fun.
This feels on brand.
Okay.
You're going to become infamous as the only lady with the grenade launcher, and so everyone will know exactly who did it when you do a thing.
Yes, but this will be the first.
Sure. See if you can lob a grenade up there.
Lovely.
Some interns are gonna die just so we can make a little
That's
bit more
a-
money.
That's a high roll.
Yep.
Yep.
Calm the crap
We
out
might
of
have
these
trouble getting
turds.
jobs from them later.
You know what? I think because of that, I think you get a negative rep spot of terrorists.
But only in
Opportunistic saboteur. That's all it is.
but only in irradiated Canada, right? I mean, this side of the lake.
No, this is the U.S. government you're pissing off.
Is the U.S. government part of this? I thought this was a corporation.
It's a corporation, but they're closely tied to the U.S. government.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's up 13.
Yeah. No, it's up 10. You take the natural black.
Ah.
So that's the most you could have done it. So it's 31. And
Alright,
then
another up spot.
Someone was gonna die. Another person was gonna die, I believe.
I'm gonna
I heard
try
an
something less insane.
I
mhm.
heard an
Um,
there was an offer of killing someone on the table, so
I
Look, there's less broadcasting equipment around now. Ours is more valuable.
I'm going to conduct normal market research on literally
what a nerd.
looking at what the best time to sell would be and when I think the price would rise to its peak.
Okay.
If possible, I'd like to use foresight, but I'm not sure how foresight would work.
I could see. That sounds more like a research role, but I think there's a
Here's
way you
my
could do
I have an
foresight.
argument for foresight. You're trying to gauge when the league will feel enough pressure to actually do it, but like just before they start looking for people, so you can get in before they
Okay,
have a
yeah.
variety
So it'd
of
be less like
prices.
research on numbers and more like keeping an eye on the actual people who are making the decisions and when they feel
Yeah,
pressured.
it's less about researching and more about figuring out when can you like sneak in, like basically go what pressure needs to be applied to have them go, maybe we want to have a contract, and then you go, here's the supplies right here, right?
Perfect. I have both foresight and sensitivity at an equal number, and both of those actually seem equally applicable to this.
Yeah.
I think I'll try foresight.
hmm
Nope, I'm not able to
You,
tell.
you could spend a will to flip that if you want.
Something's gonna go wrong. I'm gonna do it.
If you do,
Well,
it's only adding 1 to the
oh,
No, if
the
he flips
value.
it, it would be the red, so it would be adding
adding
6.
Oh, it'd be adding 6. Okay.
Yeah.
that's 6 is just an average number. We're already at 31. I'm not gonna spend the will. I'll save my will for making sure we actually get the
And not
haul
die.
later. Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Can we pull a scam to do any like footwork and find out what is the terrible thing? I think has any of us not done a scam yet?
I haven't,
Okay.
and I don't have a lot of intelligence gathering, but I do have stealth. If
I
that
don't
is
think
something that can be
there's
used.
at least the scams in here. It doesn't say like
Okay. So maybe
preview the
not.
site. Yeah, I think it's just you figure it out when you get there, right?
Okay.
Or figure it out when I figure it out is more likely.
All right. Well, in that case, my contribution to getting more viewers is going to be hijacking one of their ads and placing our logo over theirs as its broadcast.
Okay. What skill are you trying to do for that?
Mechanics.
Okay, I will allow
Forgot that
that.
was both engine repair and hacking.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it electronic? Do you touch it? It's
Yeah,
mechanics.
technomancer.
That's a success.
Adds 2.
Not great, but it adds 2.
It gives us
Real quick, what is everyone's break point?
I am fine.
What is that question?
So it's your equipment upkeep plus your survival, rent, and dependence.
12.
13.
Oh,
That's what we need minimum in order to live.
I
that's
will
2.
write that down,
So we
actually.
need to haul.
We need 2 hull.
That doesn't seem bad, honestly.
I mean, I
I
can carry 2
I am
haul.
right now going to secretly roll how much supplies will be there when you get there.
Yeah.
What are you?
But,
Is it
yeah.
2d10 that you're rolling, or how?
I'm rolling 1d10 for how many supplies are there, because 2d10's
Okay.
a lot.
So we have,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
it
would
is.
you
We have a
could get
10% chance of getting screwed.
Yeah,
But that
but
doesn't
there's
mean
also the legs on the way.
That's
Mhm.
true. There are.
Now,
And
I've
there's
written that
also
down in my spreadsheet.
things, but 1 is most of the way there, and that's the minimum. And we can find peripheral things to get us up to 46 from the 1. Because that's most of the way there. So I
Yeah.
do think the risk is relatively low.
Yeah. Well, also 46 is where you all break even, right? You want to go above and beyond.
Mhm.
I said the risk was low, not
Yeah,
0.
yeah. Okay, that's
The
a
other
number.
thing I'm wondering
Mhm,
about is
mhm.
vignettes. If anyone actually has
Oh, right.
vignettes.
We should do vignettes because that's how you heal humanity. Also,
And I
We
need to
have
look
humanity
into.
damage?
I
I have a little. I
I
also
can't
have
be
some
healed. I'm
bodily
cracked
trauma.
on.
I have a quick question, actually, from last
Yes.
session. How much did our job pay?
It paid.
I have 37 in my head, but I'm not sure if that's true.
Let's see. Oh wait, I can scroll up because I added it all together at the end.
Oh, it looks like
55.
55. So you each got. It was 13.75, and I think Indigo took the 13, and everyone
Yep.
else got 14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
And
you
I
guys
owed
have.
someone.
I then imagine some of you have some spare cash if they need it.
No,
No, I
you guys
I owed
spent it.
Spare
someone.
cash. No.
I owed someone money, so I got 0.
See, I accounted for that. How is our? I'm curious about our breakpoints. Hold on. I'm at
Um,
13. Marissa, you were at 12?
No. Wait, yes, I'm at 13. I've got 9 supply and 3 of
And
the
then,
others.
yeah, 12 and 9. Okay, so I think Zen has has some money if we need it, if I'm not mistaken. You might have spent it on upgrades.
he spent it, I think.
And that's
I
fine.
mean, I can neither confirm nor deny how much money is in my bank right now, seeing as how it's an exit point.
Perfect. I'm just, writing down our financial information so I can keep in mind what's going on.
Mhm.
Marissa, what did you say yours was? It is 12 based on this. Okay.
Yes.
I'm just the accountant. Don't mind me.
Yeah, there's no more suspicious role in this game.
Hold on, let me write down this number before I lose it. Okay. So vignettes, right? Hey, why is it not searching? Vignettes. Where is that page? Here we go. So, who wants to go first?
But
Anyone have a
we all
scene
do
in
we all just
mind?
do we all just do them, or do we only do them if we have to heal humanity?
You still do them because you could set up like let's say the next job you want to go like why don't we sell like cooking oil, right? You could set up in your vignette, oh, there's a restaurant in the enclave, right?
Okay.
Let's see here. yeah, who would like to start, and what would you be doing with your dependent?
The vaguest idea of a scene because I know Jack wants Amelia to like be useful,
Hmm.
and with her skill set and a potential broadcast, he feels like maybe he could interlace the two.
Mm. So
But I
you're
don't exactly
looking.
know what it looks like. But yeah, that's the point of it is Jack coming to Amelia and saying, "Look, there's these things going on. You know what you're doing here. Maybe you could do some actual good and not just talk to those assholes over the wall."
Mm. Okay, so it sounds like you're maybe wanting to support, which is like exemplify the rationale behind having other players at the table play dependents. Family and friends can now surprise the main PC with their needs. So you're going like, "Hey, I want you to do this," and she could be like, "Well, Dad, I want you to do this." Right?
Yeah.
Okay. So do you want to determine what she wants from you, or who plays her?
Hmm. What she wants.
Okay. What does she want
I can make
other than a
things easier
job?
on myself. Um, putting myself in her position, recognition, like
Hmm.
knowing that to quit being so dismissive
Okay.
about what she does.
Um. All right. Do any of you other three want to have your dad just finally understand you?
I don't know. These
I mean,
these vignettes are a hard concept.
I
they
could
are
I
because they're
could
they're
volunteer.
leading halfway into oh, what's that other game? I've lost it. Never mind. But yeah, it's weird having that kind of structure to role play where you're like, don't play your character, play this other thing real quick.
Hmm. I
Hmm.
can try. Um, do you want to set the scene of where she is? Or
I
like,
mean,
I assume she's sort of doing
90% of
her
her
own thing.
time.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Um, what kind of streaming would she be doing? I don't know. It's like playing a video game, basically, kind of
Obviously
stream.
Farmville. Obviously Farm Girl. Obvious, not like Farmville, where it's like you drive the tractor around and you have your whole
Yeah, like farming simulator.
yeah farm. That's
Kind
what
of
I'm
Same
talking.
with
That's what I'm
Yeah.
Farmville.
thinking. I'm thinking
Harvest Moon.
Farming Simulator 4.
Okay, perfect. So yeah, I think she's just muttering on stream like, okay, just gotta harvest all this corn. No zombies in here, but you know that, of course. Um, and then yeah, she's just like driving a tractor and like just sort of commentating and describing what she's doing as she's doing it on stream.
It's vaguely ironic because Jack wants her to do real people things like help with the
Mm-hmm.
farm.
hmm Yeah, so I think like as always we see the door in the background open up, we see the Mad Jack emojis start like filling the chat in the stream. So
Yeah.
she knows what's going on without looking behind her.
Yeah, I think she says like, "Yep." And remember, we did 3 rotations of. Oh, what? And then she turns around. Hold on. She like is scrambling to find the mute button on stream and eventually finds it. Like, Dad, what are you doing?
I've got something to talk to you about.
Can it wait? I'm
Well,
live.
it's an opportunity to do something around here, not just sit in this room.
I People are watching us right now. I'm doing something. Can we talk about
Good.
this later?
They should know too, because if they're just sitting there watching you, they're
I'm
not doing
muted. They
anything.
can't hear any of this. Thank God.
Look, there's an opportunity coming, right? Apparently, the big wigs around here want to put together a little football match, a little kicky footy, you know. Um, we're going to get some equipment to put it together. We're going to need someone to put a voice out there. Seems like you're the one to do it.
Dad, are you asking me to live stream the football game?
I'm asking you to be a commentator.
Mean it? You really mean it?
If I have the pull to make it
Yes!
happen,
And-
I'd like to see you do it.
Yeah. She doesn't even wait for you to finish her sentence before she was standing up before, or half like she was on her chair but like not rested on it. She jumps up into the air and says, "I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it, I'll do it." And then she hugs you.
Good. This is nice, this not yelling out all the time.
It is. So, when is it? Who am I commentating with? You said there's a commentator. I have to do my research.
Well,
Tell me everything.
Just get familiar with the rules.
Right.
And I'll
Football.
hand her the
Yes.
Football.
the contact
That's the one
info
with
for
the
vet.
black and white ball, right?
Well, it's a little different. Apparently there's rockets involved.
Okay. I can do that.
It's all a bit crazy, really. But that's what happens when you let certain people talk for you.
Okay. Football with rockets. I'll
Right.
see what
Just
I can
contact this man. Tell him you've got experience. You know, it's a job interview, honey. Like,
do. I've never written a resume. Can you help me write a resume?
I really don't think in the world we're living in, your CV is going to matter much. Just your experience.
I need to put together. Okay. Yes. I just need to put together like a series of clips. Yeah. I'll send them a
Right.
video showing my highlights.
Do you?
Thank you.
Like, he's obviously out of his element when she starts talking about all of
Yeah,
this.
she starts
stuff.
talking about muttering to herself about like analytics and average viewership and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah. And I think we just see him walk out, close the door, like sigh of relief, pull a flask out of his pocket, pound down a shot or two, and just walk down the stairs.
Muffled to the background, you probably hear, "You won't believe what my dad just told me," and then fades out.
Cool. All right. Who is? Because you didn't need to heal any humanity, did you?
I have a tick in detachment and a tick in stress.
Okay, so you heal. It's one column, so you'd heal both of those for connecting with your daughter, and like maybe she'll finally get a fucking job.
Yeah. She's talking to the people on the internet, on her computer, bad. Talking to people in like in front of a nice desk where other people are there, totally different.
Mm-hmm.
It is because there's a company that issues a paycheck.
It is. That's
But
true.
if she gets a paycheck, is she actually still a dependent?
Well, I think,
that's it. If this comes through, I have to find a new dependent, I think.
or they don't pay her.
Or they
That's
don't
the
pay her
problem.
because they're just starting up.
She goes and volunteers because really it's for the credit.
Yeah,
It's
she did it
for
for
the
the exposure.
experience.
She did it for the
Mm.
exposure.
Exposure for her live stream.
Yep,
Yep, that's what it's gonna be.
probably. Like they're just gonna
okay.
hardwall her and she won't realize it, and so she'll accept the first offer.
Mm-hmm. All right. Who is next?
Well, until I get actual emotional damage, I'm just gonna keep hanging out with my cult. We're not gonna
Yeah.
meet Grandma until something bad happens to me.
Yeah. What do you and what's his name? Cultist
Barney.
Bart. Yeah. Good old Barney. What do you and Barney go
I don't
do?
know. Something evil. Is there any? Is there?
I mean, can you beat blowing up a random like place with a grenade launcher? You need to do something more evil than that.
Yeah.
It's not
Littering?
evil, it's just property damage.
Littering.
I think we perform some sort of macabre ritual that involves slinging still alive fish up all around the main lobby of the airport. flooding the floor,
Okay.
layering the
pranks.
seaweed
Just
on the
cult
walls.
Good
Yeah,
old Dagon pranks.
we're erecting an impromptu shrine to Dagon in the lobby of the airport and trying to bring as much of his realm to the area surrounding the shrine as we possibly can, all under the cover of darkness. We might have been drunk.
A lot of paper mache coral on the walls.
This might have been like at 2 a.m. You know, to be sick kind of plan, not like a thought out plan.
Dagon's
Okay.
actually the strain of marijuana you grow on the.
Maybe, maybe not. Who's to say?
Okay, so you're setting up a culty. You're just doing it in the lobby, or is this now your ritual room?
No, this is not the rich. We're just doing it in the lobby. It's a prank.
Okay. So yeah, who wants to play Barney, or who do you want to play Barney?
Oh, I have 0 goals for this.
No, this is just engage. You're engaging the community.
Yes,
That's yes.
I'm spreading awareness.
Hmm.
Can I play the community? I have torches.
I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't have a scene plan. I just want to play a prank.
Okay. In this case, yeah. So you and Barney, drunkenly sling fish and fish guts and whatever around, um, giggling and bumbling like for Dagon, right? And then a flashlight appears in the darkness as the sheriff comes through. He's like, What in the hell? Get out of here, you damn cultists!" And he chases you out with a stick. Yeah. So you don't need to make any checks. You're just chilling out. I'm gonna add to the community that there are culty break-ins at night.
Who could be doing that?
Who could be doing it?
Very mysterious, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Um. All right. And because he can't prove exactly who did it, even though he knows you did it, because it's fishy. Right? You see him the next day mopping up everything like angrily. Okay. Do we want Pastel or C4? Who wants to go?
Well, mine obviously has to be with Pastel, so mind if I hijack you first?
Go ahead. I'm still thinking of mine with my brother, unless we have two with you. I also have one back at you, but I don't have one in mind right now either.
I mean, can we do the same, just one scene?
I have
You
nothing to
could.
heal,
Do it that way?
so yeah.
Yeah, if you wanted to use the same scene, you can.
Sure.
You don't have to, though, is the thing.
You start.
Then I'd like to turn up at your door and, knock and ask, hey, can I talk to... I definitely know the name of my only dependent.
Pastel.
Yes, that one! Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think Pastel himself, I think, is probably the one who answers the door. I think most everyone else will be out working because they're not takers, or they wouldn't be here anyways because they're dependents and playing. So, yeah, he answers the door. He says, "Oh, C4, what's up?"
Oh, good. I wasn't sure what I was going to say to the rest of your family anyways. So,
They're never here.
you are an artist, right?
I give you like a long look, and then I say, "I was."
So, I've got some paint, and I was
What?
wondering if you'd be willing to make a picture.
Where did you find paint?
just about.
I've been
It doesn't
looking
matter
for
what
paint.
kind of a picture. It just, I'd like something that I can remember. And you like art, and that's the good thing, right?
Typically pieces like this are commissioned for money.
I've got the paint. What else do you want?
Fine. Where are they?
They're just down here. One moment. Let me grab them. And I'll pull out a bag from behind me, and it is more full than you would expect from just paint. It's like the acrylic paints, but there's only this much left in the bigger tubes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
And bigger
I
bottles.
go through them
So let's try this one.
with a lot more energy, and I'm just like, where did you find all this?
As I said, it was just around. You can find anything if you look hard enough.
You know what? I will accept that at face value and ask no more questions.
Good. I appreciate it. Now, how about that painting?
So you don't care what it's about?
No.
And you don't have a canvas, so do you care what it's on?
Didn't think about canvas.
Do you have other brushes in here? Hang on. I started digging through looking for brushes.
There are not brushes.
I mean, you could pretty easily make a brush. They're not hard.
No.
Yeah,
So I'm just trying to figure out what is in it for, what I need to do. Okay. So I will paint you a painting of something and deliver it to you at some time.
Oh. I was kind of hoping I could watch you work.
It would take hours. And I would be concentrating on the painting. It'd be very boring for you. I don't think you want to do that.
It's not like I've got much else to do.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay, on a scale of awkward to romantic, what is this?
If romantic is
Yeah,
10 and
I have
awkward
a-
is 1, this is a 3. I think this is closer to...
If it was on the other side, then you could paint on the person, but that
No thanks.
it was unclear as to which direction it was going.
Yep. So you have a nice time watching Pastel paint, and Pastel, you just feel C4's eyes on you the
Yeah, I'm just
whole time.
sweating and refusing to look behind me or acknowledge your presence while I paint.
So yeah, heal humanity damage. Heal it. Just heal a column.
Sounds good. No more
Mhm.
detachment.
And then, would you like for that to be your scene too, Spence, or do you want a scene with someone?
No, I think I will have a follow-up scene when the painting is finished, several hours
Okay.
later as my scene.
Got it.
I think, yeah, several hours later. It's like evening. We've moved probably to another place because other people have family would have come back and stuff like that soon. So I think we moved to somewhere that is more that is now that it's nighttime pretty isolated. Um, I'm not sure where that would be actually in the Enclave.
Lantant area?
You
I mean,
could
one thing
make
is I
it
could
up.
just be on the docks, or be near the water somewhere, if I have found a makeshift easel, because I don't have any painting supplies at all. So
Pastel strikes me as the kind of person that would have found a secluded spot.
I think so. Yeah, and I do have the salvager tough spot, so I think I've managed to get together a bunch of makeshift. I do have a makeshift easel. I have found a
I mean, makeshift easel's a strong term. I feel like most easels, even ones you buy, are pretty makeshift.
That's fair.
They're not
In the wrong
Yeah.
way, they'll fall.
Yep.
paint's super easy to salvage and make yourself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
canvas
maybe
would be a
not
bit harder. I
some-
don't know if it would be on a canvas or something a bit more plain.
your makeshift
Probably-
easel is cardboard, and so is your canvas.
I mean,
Probably.
but fabric is pretty easy to find.
Mhm.
You
Yeah,
get
it's probably
fabric.
just like jeans
Yeah.
that you've
can-
cut out into.
And
Yeah,
bleached
and
or
you can
something.
bleach them.
A white cloth.
You can like constantly rinse and sun bleach them if you want white,
Yeah, I think it's something like that. It's like a
and you can tack it up if you want to stretch it
Yeah.
out.
There's some
plenty
like
of
faded
solutions.
blood stains that have been bleached out, so there's just a slight gray spot in some places of the canvas.
Yeah, they're not perfectly white, but
Yeah, that's what I was painting on.
it's only in the modern times we've ever had perfectly white canvases anyway.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, no. After several hours, it is like I'm only seeing it by the time we're done. I'm mostly just seeing it with my own like flashlight. I actually have my helmet has a built-in flashlight, so I'm probably just painting with that by the time it's night. Um, Surprisingly, it is I think it's less upkeep than having an actual flashlight. It's weird. The game mechanics are weird. Um, but I finish and I say, well, done. I don't. I'd sort of like look at you for the first real time in several hours, slightly guilty, and I say, I don't think it's what you wanted. But
What is it? Oh,
so I hesitate, like I don't want to do this, and then I like turn the canvas around and like I show you it, or like let you step right in front of it so you can see it with my light pointing at it. It shows. I think it shows a woman in her. It's actually firstly I need to tell how good this is because it's been a while. Um,
it's important to roll.
it's been a
for
few
your
years since I've painted.
in a
Mhm.
cutscene.
Okay, it's a good painting. Um, so I think Pastel says it's a bit rough around the edges, but it's better than I feared. Um, it shows a woman who is as if the canvas is like a first person view, like someone looking at something. It shows that that person sat down at a table with a woman who looks like maybe 30s or 40s. It's hard to tell. You can't see much of her features. You just see like the bottom half of her, like she's standing, and you're just looking straight forward while you're sitting, and she's just standing to the side in front of you, placing down a large, like several large tray, like things of food, like filling a table like for a large meal, basically. The food doesn't seem like it's actually the main focus, despite the fact that the woman's off to the side. She has more detail and focus than the rest of the painting. And I say, um, my mom liked to feed people. That was her method of showing people that she cared.
Huh.
She passed when I was young, way before all this, and I never got to paint her.
So this is what you remember of.
Not the only thing, but it's. I like to think that I tried to capture how she made me and our family feel taken care of. And the painting is filled with like bright and warm colors as well.
This feels kind of important to you. Did you want to keep this?
It's your painting.
Yeah, but that's your mom.
I
I
shouldn't
don't.
have painted it. I shouldn't have painted it. I just knew I might not have the chance to.
No, the point was for you to paint whatever you wanted to paint, but I think this one's more a you painting. You should keep it. But thanks anyways. It was nice seeing
I'm sorry,
this come into being, I guess.
but thanks. Yeah, and I'm sorry, but okay.
And now the awkward shoe is
So-
on the other foot.
I'm
I'm good at awkward,
hungry.
okay?
I've been painting food for the last few hours. I'm gonna go drop this off at my. Well, actually, I'm gonna leave this here to let dry. Is probably what it is. Check on it. But do you want to go get food from the kitchen?
Sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Sloppy Joe's today. Because it's usually Sloppy Joe's.
Yeah.
But it's fish sloppy joes.
Well,
Probably.
it's whatever the. It's basically every 3 days of Sloppy Joe's, whatever the combo meat's left over from the last 2 days of Sloppy Joe Day.
We got tacos. We got hamburgers. We got sloppy joes. Different types of ground fish meat.
We just
Fish
call them
tacos.
slop joes because really.
Yeah.
So I'm looking on page 226. Apparently, we can heal actual injuries for money.
Yes.
Yay! I've got a gammy leg.
Mm, yeah, I think it's
So it says you can hire a doctor to convert all kill damage to stun damage, and you can heal all stun damage in one location for free.
Oh, okay. If that's the truth, I will heal my stun damage.
Any additional location of
Or do-
stun damage costs 1 bounty. There's a cheat sheet on 227.
Do you have to hire a doctor in the first place, and then they'll heal the cell
For-
damage?
That was my
heals-
question.
Yeah.
So basically, it starts out saying that you can heal all stun damage in one location for free. Then it goes on to like worse things. Does
Okay.
that mean that if you hire the doctor to convert your stuff to stun damage, you can then take the free action to convert the stun damage to healed?
I will say yes because they're not going to be like, let me fix up your little boo boos first. Okay, now let me suture you closed. Right? I think you could convert the kill to stun.
I think
And
the
then-
stun damage healing just refers to, like, you spend some time in town and your stun damage goes away.
Yeah,
Probably.
Like, anytime you spend like extended period of time in one place, your stun damage evaporates.
yeah.
Though one of the worst things is hire a doctor to switch all kill damage. Oh, okay. I don't know.
The doctor
Yeah, I was
brings
just-
up
Well,
the
I
stun.
didn't know
and-
if,
you
like,
only
the
heal
order
stun
of
damage in
operations-
one location for free, and so that's probably
Yeah.
where some of the balance is. You keep all of
Yeah.
your stun damage, and then after you hire a doctor who turns it all into stun, still one is fully healthy, and the rest need time.
Yeah. So how much kill damage do you have?
I had 8 kill damage in my left leg.
So I think that's 8 bounty for those to convert to stun, and then you can make all the stun go away for free.
No,
Because it's per location, right?
per location, meaning left leg. So one
Oh, I
bounty
thought it
to-
meant hit
for the left
location
leg.
as in okay. Then yeah. Got it.
That's-
Yeah. So then
it's actually a lot less painful than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Paying to give you healed. I thought it was. I was like, oh god, I'm going to need 10 bounty just to get rid of the
It's
kill.
not burning wheel.
Okay, that makes because I know if you're immune, for every harvested hit location, it's like a ton of bounty.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, with when they say location here, it's head, arm, body, leg.
Got it. Okay. So we did vignettes. We figured out what you guys want to steal. The thing we didn't do is what the site is. Did we talk about that? I don't think we did.
No, we
Like
No.
where we're going to salvage the stuff.
Yeah.
I think the local news broadcast station might be the best place.
Yeah.
Okay. Why has no one else gotten the equipment here? other than just them not knowing about it?
Do you want to say like the building's partly collapsed or something like that?
Or some enterprising taker has decided that him and his pals are gonna have a pirate radio station. Not well. That seems. I wouldn't want to break that up. They're broadcasting Bachelorette reruns and whatever else they can find from
So someone
there.
else is
And
using it?
yeah, someone else is using it, but for like crappy things. Like they're doing weird old bad reruns and like
Well,
selling
are they even
questionable
broadcasting it, or
ads.
are they just using the cameras like without actually like broadcasting it to others?
Are they spying?
Could be spying.
Hmm.
Okay, so
Spying on us.
So,
what are we
what kind of
thinking?
plays?
I don't know. Someone's using it for some nefarious purpose.
See, that likely means we have to fight again, and I mean, we'll probably have
Mm.
to fight again either way. But
But we don't know they're there until we get there. We just think it's a.
Well, we know that
we
for
know
some
this in
reason
character,
people
I
have.
think.
Yeah.
You would
Or
know
what?
this in character. You would
Yeah.
just be
Okay.
screwing someone over, but there might be additional complications, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't think
Maybe not that
Are
then.
there any job, even with scavenging,
Oh,
that we would not people with? Anyhow. Oh,
see, I only have a superhero answer, and it's that there was like a villain attack at the news station, but I don't want it to be full of zombies because that's the least interesting part.
Hmm.
Um.
how about a
What
haunted
about
house situation? Anyone who has gone there before is mysteriously never heard from again. We don't really know why.
that's possible?
Cannibals. Fucking
I
cannibals.
was gonna say maybe there's some latents there or something. Like it's not a it's not bandits or something, but still no one wants to go there because there's latents there, and so they don't want to touch anything. And
Hmm.
because
Okay.
we tend to treat latents better, we might be less scared of that.
Okay, so
I
it's
like
late.
I like that haunted house idea, like a lot, where it's like
I'm good
we
with
know
that.
the broadcast station is still operational because it still airs reruns,
Oh, but no one knows who's airing it, and
but
everyone who
anyone
goes there.
who's gone there has not come back.
Excellent. I love that. Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, and then really the last thing we need
Does it only air
is
reruns in the middle of the night, never during the day?
Yeah, like
Perfect.
it's any times where they have to plug in new programming, it doesn't. It's just like no signal or whatever. But whatever it would be defaulted programming, like it runs the same stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's not like they're switching lists.
Every
It's the
time at
same
3
weekly,
a.m. is the same, like,
the same episode of Cops.
yeah.
same infomercials.
Yeah.
Same bad monster movie hosted by Elvira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's exactly the same every single time. But so we know it's still an operational system, but like anyone who's gone to check it out has disappeared.
Hmm.
Fun.
Okay. All right, I can work with that, and then that is really all we need.
We're gonna
It's
need
just-
a van and a dog.
Well, I mean, my drone counts as a dog, kind
Does
of.
it talk?
It can if I upgrade it through me.
Okay.
How
So
much
right
does it
now it
cost?
just has a speech impediment, which works.
Mhm.
Does
How
that
much
make
does it
you
cost
say-
to give it an AI?
A bounty.
So yeah, one bounty. I can give it an autonomous system, so it can act on its own without my orders.
Oh, good. Because zombies weren't enough of a problem. Now we need the machines.
Okay, so I pre-rolled the legs for this. It's gonna be 4 legs.
Oof.
I mean,
feel
legs
like
have gotten
ten-
us money so far, so hopefully they
Legs,
continue
I think,
to.
is a D10 roll,
Oh,
so
wow.
it can be like
So
a lot.
wow. So we've gotten
But-
a
What is to
3 and
do
then
it
a
in
4.
one session? They want 11 encounters in one
Yeah,
session?
we
Yeah,
might
I don't
have to
know.
revisit the finish a
11
job once per
encounters,
session.
4 vignettes, a whole hour of job planning per session.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fine to remove that rule by the end of this.
Yeah, we can.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes this session.
Yeah, I'm
But-
just saying those are high expectations.
Especially because it's a D10 number of legs and each of them is a scene, which
Yeah.
means it's an extremely variable number of scenes.
So a max
Yeah.
of like
D10 divided by
6, let's call it 16, anywhere from 5 to 16 scenes.
The 4 vignettes, the job, and then somewhere between 1 and 10. So somewhere between 6 and 15 scenes.
But that's just
minimum.
the legs, and then there's at least one scene at the job site.
Oh, I think it's a D10 divided by 2 because
Oh,
I just
okay.
use the like web app
that makes
thing,
more
and
sense.
I don't get anything above a 5.
Okay, but still,
Okay.
those are still
Yeah.
high expectations. They're
Yeah.
still expecting between 10 and 12
Yeah,
scenes.
that's
in
9 scenes before the job proper.
Yeah.
Well, 10 if
Yeah.
you're
I just
negotiating.
remember Burning Wheel. We
Yeah.
got through 1 scene per player, basically, in Burning
Mhm.
Wheel. And we were trying to rush those.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's Indigo. Roll me a D4 because you were the only one who didn't crit fail 3 times at the end of last session.
Oh, why did I slash R? Not just type in a quarter. 4. I don't
Okay.
like that. That seems
I
bad.
can't tell if it's good or bad. Could be good.
It's
It
fourth on the
doesn't-
list.
yeah, it's 4th on the list. I
it's
don't order
neither
the
good
list
nor
in any
bad.
way.
Okay.
It just tells me where to start. Okay, so as you all leave the enclave, with your packs empty except for food, because you're gonna bring back a whole lot of shit.
Yeah, my little. Do I have hull on my bicycle?
You might. Is the bike a base game thing, or is it from the Veblen?
I don't know.
I'll find it. Go ahead
Yeah,
and
we'll
I don't think
continue
so.
on.
Okay, I think it's
I
like
don't-
might be an upgrade.
Yeah, I don't think I have hull.
Anyway, as you start leaving the site, or not leaving the site, leaving the enclave, you are walking for a while. You're in the protective woods around your enclave, and up ahead, you see 4 people on horseback, just sort of chilling. And yeah, so they're wearing clothes that indicate that they are a group of takers called the Fuel Rats, where they fuel here.
Give me fuel, give me fire.
And you know that they're a taker group that responds to lifelines posts made by people who are stranded without fuel. They carry gas canisters and plate carriers with fuel stabilized mixtures / additives stuffed where ammo would normally be. Their motto is "We have fuel, you don't." They proudly wear patches displaying how many rescues they have performed.
I like them too much to start acting like a bandit towards them and
The
taking the
park
fuel.
rescuers.
this is a faction taken out of is it Elite Dangerous or the other one? It's a space game. There are literally fuel rats that run fuel to the spaceships if you run out of fuel in
Cool.
Charge exorbitant fees.
I like them.
Yeah, this is
We
a cool
like
faction.
fuel. Fuel is probably
Yeah.
worth a fair lot of money, but
Yeah, are you trying to hide from them, or
No?
as far as
Do
I'm
you, like,
aware,
flag them
we
down?
have no reason to hide from them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But do we want to interact with them, or do we want to just like nod at each other and pass by kind of thing?
Yeah, they go wave.
The only thing I
Mhm.
can think of is maybe sending them back to the Enclave, because maybe that'll help the Enclave out a little bit.
I'm guessing. I don't think the
But that-
Enclave. They have such exorbitant prices. I think they would only people would only pay if it's that or certain death.
Yeah, I think that seems to be what they do, is like they keep an eye on the internet to see if whoever runs out of fuel, and they'll be like, "We'll be there. We're going to charge you this much," and then they go do it, right?
Can we
Yeah,
ask them
so
if there's any intel around here of have they been called out on any jobs? I want to get something out of this, but at the same time,
Yeah.
I don't hugely.
yeah, so your two groups meet, and their leader, who will go by the name
Kerosene.
kerosene. Thank you, kerosene.
Yes.
I was trying to think of a fuel-related term.
There's also
Kero-
whale oil in the back. And
Yeah, I can't spell kerosene, but
I don't
yeah.
know
So
that they like
kerosene.
on fire.
and
One big dumb
scaramine
guy
off to
named
the
Lamp.
side.
Yeah, he introduces
Oops, or no.
himself, and he says, "Howdy. Which way you all head? Because if you got any goods, we could trade. We have, as you can see, fuel. Um,
We're actually on
if
our way
not,
out of town
I see.
to get the goods.
Mm,
Nothing to
so
trade
you,
yet. Sorry.
mm, all right. Well,
How about you? Headed
Do you
here
guys
or
have
back?
oh, we're heading out toward the north. There's some band of kooky Canadians that ran out of fuel, so we're going to top them off.
You know where they
do you
were?
guys
Where
have
were they headed?
do you-
They ran out of fuel.
Sometimes it just happens. You get a car started, fuel gauge doesn't work, so you just pray it gets you out of Dodge.
They
Okay.
like selling to Canadians because their per liter price is higher.
Yeah.
Mm. Yes,
I would
culty
like
man.
yes, I would like to ask them if they have any sort of broadcast receiving equipment. Do they have portable radios? Do they have camp televisions? How's their entertainment on the road life?
Would you be interested in a contract supplying fuel for rocket-powered footballs?
Well, I'm trying
That
to
is
see
actually great.
if we could tap
Yeah.
into the Wilderness Explorer market for our football broadcasts,
Um,
like little
I'm not.
camp radios or something that gets the commentary feed.
I, I don't. What do you think about with this whale oil? Like, what do you? He's like, I don't know. Sounds pretty cool, but this might be a group discussion for later on if we want to be the provider for your rocket fuel footballs.
All right. Come see us later. We'll talk.
But
Oh,
keep in mind, pretty soon there will be a drive. We will get you some portable radios. You, we want Rocket Ball to go to the masses.
The next step is sponsors.
mm, um, all right. We will keep that in mind. Oh, also heads up. We have our sources say due to the weather patterns, it might get real chilly real quick. So just keep that in mind. You might want to try and find some winter clothes.
They don't have winter clothes.
No.
We will keep that in mind.
We
All
will
right.
stuff our clothes full of grass.
All right. See y'all later. And then they they go. Yeah. So that was you guys meeting the fuel rats. Everyone eat a ration, and then we'll go to the next lake.
All right.
Some reason this food tastes like diesel now.
It's the smell. They all smell of it. I don't know if. Yeah.
Yeah, and in this case, like a prophet or me warning you about the next leg, it starts to snow uncharacteristically for right now. I'll let because you were forewarned. Let's see.
Earth, do you get winter clothing?
I wasn't going to look
just-
for winter clothing. I was going to try and salvage some firewood or something to get through the day.
Okay, yeah, make a. You can scavenge for anything to like help you
Okay.
stave this off.
Can I
And
perform a ritual to endure the elements?
using what skill?
Cult. This ritual involves starting a fire and setting up wind barriers around the fire for
Yes.
us to sit
Setting up
around.
Wind
The sacred
barriers?
rituals.
The sacred ritual of elephant endurance involves setting up windscreens, a fire pit, and little dirt mounds to sit behind to trap the heat in.
But nothing to prevent the water, because water is for
The
days.
dice have said no.
Do you want to spend a will on that?
I don't know what the consequences are. Can I know what the consequences are before I spend a will?
You'll take some stun damage.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay, so everyone.
I don't get my ritual warmth. Why not?
Because this is like, as the snow comes in, it gets really. It's due to climate change. The weather turns uncharacteristically cold. If snow is possible for the place and time of year, it snows. It might snow in places it's never snowed before, or perhaps there's an ash cloud for some distant disaster.
Can we do something like setting up windbreaks? Because I could use a resistance roll for that.
Sure. I'll say because you were forewarned, we'll do that instead of like trying to find stuff.
There
Okay.
we go. Something. See, everything works but our weapon.
Okay, and it looks like it's not letting up, so the last two legs you're gonna have to do, you're gonna have to make a choice between at night when you sleep, self-control to start a fire, or two stress for the long night of cold. However, the casualties are slowed because it is freezing. So if you run into any casualties, their shambles will reduce to 1 every 2 rounds for the remainder of the legs, unless the zombies are close enough to frenzy.
Can we just
So,
consume
you
extra
wanna-
rations to basically say, here, fire?
We can spend rations to give us a +1 to rolls, which this might include. I have a self-control of 2, so I could try to
so do I.
put together a fire. But I've already done the things. And you're the
Well,
park
this
ranger.
time we've got. This time we've passed it.
Well, it's not necessary. It's the self control for like it's nighttime and you're lighting a fire. You don't want casualties to see the fire and come for you in the night, right? Or like anyone else who would see the fire. Like that's what the self control check would be for. Or it's too stressed for the long night of cold.
Yeah. Okay. So, self-control to not take the stress because we're not having a fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can roll that. See what happens. Boop.
Okay.
Well,
I think
yeah.
everyone would make one.
Okay. That makes sense because it's individual stress.
Good.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wait, I have it.
Okay. It just says trauma, so I'm gonna say. So you end up
Stress is
lighting
a
the
threat.
fire.
Stress is a threat.
Yes.
So we take how much stress? 2? If we fail?
Yeah, we'll say 2 if you failed.
That's what the penalty was anyway, right?
Yeah. Well, it's 2 to trauma. Sorry, it's 2 to trauma if you fail, but stress if you just like stay in the cold because you're worried about getting jumped in the night because you're announcing your position with fire.
I thought the self-control was in order to talk ourselves down from being stressed from not having a fire. I didn't think we had a fire either way.
No,
No, I
sorry,
think
it
we have a
was
fire with
Self-control is to hide the fire, basically.
well, self control to
Be
Not
willing to light the
be
fire.
willing to light the fire. I guess.
yeah.
Not
I
get
think
afraid of
you
zombies.
could do it, but it's more like how you react to it, right?
Okay.
Like, I think it's the same thing. Like you roll self control when you like see a vector or like an aberrant, right? But it doesn't mean you're like scared of it. It's just like on the outside you could do whatever you want, but the inside is you're freaking out, right?
Okay. Perfect. Well, I
Okay.
apparently sleep like a baby.
Despite past experiences with zombies, I have no issues with.
Yeah. You have a grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take trauma?
Yeah, it's trauma for fear of being like
Discovered?
no, like devoured in the middle of the night.
Cool. Great. Fun.
Is that what your crack was in?
No, mine was in detachment.
Oh, okay.
Everything's a ritual. Everything is the working of elder deities.
Okay, so now everyone spend a ration, and we'll get to the next leg. Okay, so as you're walking through this wooden area, you see a camouflage sheet and a bunch of brush have blown away from this dirt path off of the main roadway.
You know,
Do
those
you?
camouflage sheets are worth money.
And okay, so there's an additional like dirt path that has appeared.
Yeah.
I say let's grab that sheet.
Yeah, grab the camouflage sheet, obviously.
Who would be hiding it?
I mean, we can check it out.
Goes to someone's house.
I mean, we could check it out. At least we say hi to our neighbors. At worst, we come back. Well, worst we die. But you know,
Well,
little things.
they were trying to hide, so they probably aren't exactly going to be friendly neighbors. It was probably this weather which blew it down.
Okay. You want the sheet?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. I'll throw you a bone and say it's worth. Can I do it like this?
There
5
is
bounty.
camouflage
What?
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll take that over whatever the book says.
Whatever that
It's
sheet is nice. That is like a silk tapestry for camouflage.
Yeah. Does someone want to stealth ahead and see what's down this path before we
I look
commit to
sheepishly
it?
at Jack.
I
I'm sure.
look at the three of you and say, given how much help I got last time, lead the way.
Yeah, I knew that was coming.
Fine. I very quietly pedal my bicycle up the path.
I'll stealth behind you.
Huzzah!
Okay.
Okay. Well, then me and Jack can stay behind, or we can go together. All of us.
I'll stay back on Overwatch. I've got long range now, so.
Oh, that's true.
Okay.
Okay, then yeah, us three will go together. But I cannot stealth.
I
Oh, I have a
Um,
1 in stealth. Never mind. I can mildly stealth.
I'll stealth and keep Rain company.
Okay.
Not next to him, but, you know, in the forest to the side
Mhm.
in case.
Should I roll as well?
You may.
And I'll take up the rear.
Okay. So you all stealth down this wooded area, and you come upon a abandoned barn concealed deep in the forest. A cart outside has been painted to read "Premium Snake Juice." Opening the barn. Oh wait, do you open the barn door?
Yeah.
Premium
Pedal around.
snake.
I do a
I
full
listen
lap.
at the barn door first because I've heard stories of barns filled with zombies.
Okay. I'll say make a awareness check.
Success.
You put your ear to the barn door, and you hear hissing, but like a lot of hissing.
There's snakes in that barn.
We get a piece of rope and pull it open from a distance.
Why would we want to open the snake bar?
We
Is
want
there a
the
house nearby that we
We
can,
want the
weather
snake
the
juice
night?
car.
The snake juice car?
A cart.
Yeah, it's like the Monster Energy car,
cart?
except it's like got
Well,
snakes painted all
the snakes aren't in the cart. We can take the cart. The snakes are in
I
the barn next to
assume
the cart,
that
right?
the snake juice is a poison, which might be nice.
I would also assume if they're harvesting snake juice, it's not just a fucking pit of snakes. They're in cages or something.
Well, I didn't know if it was an
Yeah.
abandoned snake juice farm.
You know what?
I'm not
I'm gonna
cool
find
with
something to
snakes.
climb on top of. Though snakes can climb just fine, but maybe they won't. You go ahead and open that barn door just in case the snakes went loose and killed the people harvesting the snake juice.
So
We've
who's
found
opening
the barn
door?
that started the zombie apocalypse.
I use a-
Mutant snakes.
I use a
Is it
rope.
just a barn, or is there a house anywhere nearby?
Just a barn.
And I'm
Using a
backing up to
rope,
the tree
I
line.
would like to open the door.
Do you have rope?
Does anyone have rope? I thought we had rope.
I don't know if rope is even a thing. Is rope a
There's
thing?
I have a
There's no standard adventuring gear.
No.
I would like to open the door and run away quickly.
Okay. Opening the barn door leads to an outpouring of snakes, all of which are poisonous. So
Venomous.
it says
No,
poisonous.
poisonous to eat. That's why it's snake juice.
Yeah.
Because they're like
Don't eat the
ground,
snakes.
they're blendered snakes.
Mm.
I will use semantics to save my life.
Please, Rain, please roll self-control
Why not run?
because you got to stay calm. I'm just doing what it says to do.
I pre-ran.
Yeah, I pre-ran as well.
Very
I
good.
do it. I control myself and run away.
Um.
Do you make
I
friends
don't
with
Those
all
eat
the
that-
the
snakes?
snakes. I don't eat the snakes.
Okay. Those that stay still or run away are not bitten.
Okay.
Staying
Let's see
still
here.
in the forest where I was hiding.
Rain, you could see inside. Apparently, the amateur herpetologist.
That's
Mhm.
that's the right word.
Yep, the amateur snake person apparently got bit while milking one of his stock, knocked over 2 enormous shelves full of terrariums, and promptly died. The building is now covered in quote unquote pissed off, hungry, poisonous snakes. But you can see from the glistening of the light that the man's workbench holds a fully automatic silenced assault rifle, 2 refresh worth of ammo, a packet of rations, and mason jars filled with some liquid.
This sounds like the perfect time for a
I want all
dronky
of this
who is
stuff.
immune to snake venom to walk up.
Don't worry, they're poisonous. You just don't have to eat them.
It's okay. I'll make sure my dronky doesn't eat the snakes, and I could pilot my dronky and just like loot the bodies with him.
That sounds like a great idea.
Does
though,
it have
if we want to
like
clean out
manipulator
this
arms?
I have no idea. It isn't described
doesn't
really
say.
well,
Oh, weird.
but
I
it
would like
says
to
it can
think-
take actions.
Yeah, I would
Um,
like to think it has telescopy legs, or at least the joints are bent, so it just walks
It's a-
under the table and stands up straight, and then walks the table
Walk the
out.
table out. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Okay.
if we clear out this barn, can we not take the self-control for the night and have a warm place to be?
Oh yeah. You
Sure.
have like fire.
It's not a metal barn.
I'm just gonna Indiana Jones us into the barn with the torch to scare the snakes away.
Or
Having
we
dealt
could-
with snake, like massive influx of snakes, it's really hard to make sure all of the snakes are gone.
They tend to get into places. Do you want me to use my drone, or are you gonna try something else? I can
I think
probably.
our drone's a good
Yeah,
start at least.
Yeah,
Um,
go
Rain,
get that
can you
valuable
give
shit.
me, or could someone give me a first aid, medical profession, or foresight check?
I have a 2 in both of those for first aid and foresight. Let's go with
Take
first aid. I haven't used that yet.
Yeah, pick your poison. Oh,
The
okay.
most
Um,
possible success.
The mason jars that are filled with some liquid, they're filled with venom, and you can sell all of these jars
Venom
to
they
a
got from the
doctor.
poisonous snakes.
We
Yeah,
know
listen. It says poisonous snakes, but then it says venom. I don't know what to do.
It's both, or they're separate types of snakes. There's venom from one venomous snake, and then these are poisonous snakes as well.
Okay, so
Uh,
so these jars are venom, which can be sold to doctors at 3 bounty per jar for the production of antivenom.
How many jars are there?
1 haul, just to make it easy.
So one
It doesn't-
jar, then? Okay.
1 haul worth of jars.
we
Wait,
can take them for now.
Is
and
it
if we
3
find
bounty
enough
per haul, then?
Also a cart.
Yeah,
get rid of it.
Okay.
we'll say 3 bounty per haul
You
because
said
it.
there was mention of a snake juice cart.
Yes.
We could perhaps begin hauling, pulling, towing the snake juice cart
I can
for more
I
haul
can
space.
technically
Yep.
tie it up to my
A cart
drunkie.
is a thing.
Where is cart?
Yeah, I think it's. I'm finding it.
Oh
It'll
yeah.
also help us
A
loot
cart
more.
as a cart is huge for loot.
Yeah. And let's take it. This is the best resource we have at this spot.
You're not wrong.
We can also sleep in the cart to help stay out of the elements.
I don't think it has that much element protection.
Even if it's open at the top, just like a little bit of walls help.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Electronics kit, dog, horse, drone.
Oh, wagon cart. It's in Dublin.
Yeah, I
Upkeep
thought it
2.
was.
Mm. Upkeep 2, you said?
Effects +2 hull. Yep. Page 22 on Dublin.
Okay.
Oopsie.
There it
22.
is.
So the
No,
cart
it
plus the
still checks at
drunkie
default, which
is
is
5.
The cart is 2 and the donkey is 4, so it's 6 total.
6,
But
yeah.
if the cart,
Cart plus,
but the venom's already on the cart, which uses up 1.
yeah, but cart plus drunkie is 6.
And
So
then there's
that, but
whatever we can carry, which is
Yeah.
our strength.
it's our strength.
Okay,
And
Yep.
all of our strengths are at least 1. So
We'd
we
have
have 10. Oh, so we have 11 total space.
Who wants to drag the cart behind them?
I was thinking the drunkie.
But then the donkey would need to use their hull to have the cart or something. It would be weird. I think a person might need to.
It's a plus
It
2.
would- You would be spending charges on your donkey to haul the cart.
Well, I could tie it behind my bike and use that to pull it.
That's
would be
actually kind of perfect.
Spending rations to haul the cart.
I can do charges on the donkey. They haven't used any yet.
Isn't it just
Fair.
one? What? Just one charge to do it? Like,
Hank?
what's the?
I think for between the legs, I think that to haul the cart behind the donkey, it'll cost 1.
That's an upgrade.
Oh, for the
Can be used
Donkey?
with a donkey, horse, or team of dogs.
Oh.
Upgrade.
so it
So
has to
no,
be
it
a
has
person.
to be a person.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just pulling the cart.
Okay.
Like, that's it.
Okay, so I think you would spend 2 rations between legs then, because you're hauling the cart.
We only have this leg and another leg after it.
But that's what the
Yeah.
wheels are for.
It's still
No,
heavy.
but yeah, you're still hauling it.
so it's got a thing called manpower on it that is spend ration to buy a roll when pulling.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's
So
also
basically, does that mean it's free to pull, but you can't do anything but pull it unless you spend rations?
Yeah.
I think that's the point. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's also clunky, so any stealth checks you'd make while pulling the cart are defaulted.
Yeah, we could just leave the cart behind for stealth.
Okay.
So for accounting, we got the snake juice, the rifle and rounds.
I was going to ask about that. Yeah. Do I need to make a roll or anything to loot with my donkey? Or since...
Yeah, I think you need to make a drone piloting roll
Okay.
just to make sure like nothing gets bumped over, right?
I'm going to spend some charges to upgrade that, since my donkey hasn't used too many yet. Spend 2 charges. Do I have to spend
What
a
was the
charge to
gun?
use it in the first place?
Sorry.
I don't know. Actually, it usually says on the item if I do, so let me check real quick. Charges can be spent to aid a test, so I don't think it uses charges inherently when I use it. Like the
It
No, it doesn't.
might still. Let me see.
Weapons do, but
Yeah, I'm not
That's
sure.
'cause you're firing the gun.
It would have like the capped quality. on
Okay,
it.
yeah. Then charge can be spent. Yeah, I think you just make the test.
Okay.
So then you could spend charges to add to that.
There we go. Success.
Okay. Yeah, so you get the I assume you do the whole like go under the the table and then pick it up and then pilot it out. Okay. Yeah, so that gets you I'll say yeah, the gun, the ammo, the rations,
what was the gun again?
a fully automatic silenced assault rifle.
Not a
If I borrow
not a
it?
hunting weapon.
No, not a
No,
not a
but
hunting
that's not a
gun.
bad gun.
No,
A
not at all.
people killing weapon.
Mhm.
How many rations were there? Just a refresh, or
It says a packet of rations.
Oh, so like one
So a
charge.
whole thing of
I think-
rations.
Yeah, one
Yeah.
One
charge.
whole thing.
A whole.
so yeah, it's a refresh of it's
A
one
yeah.
refresh of rations for
Ah.
someone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we save that then, or does it happen now?
We save it.
Yeah, sure. You guys can save it.
Okay.
And then the 2 refresh worth of ammo.
And assault rifle.
Are those each haul,
finding
or
that.
are any of those haul?
Um,
I don't know.
anyone
No.
found the sight rifle?
Snake juice is hull. Everything else is just stuff.
So there's a heavy rifle. I think that might be what it is. I'm not finding assault rifle either. Unless
What's
The
the
it's
other?
heavy rifle is a
Assault
heavy
rifle might count as a regular rifle with like a
I think
fully
it's
automatic
just a
upgraded.
Yeah, it's rifle
Okay.
with automatic and silenced.
okay.
Anyone mind if I hold that rifle for this mission? I'm not really sure I want to actually, pay for the upgrade.
Do you need
but-
more than just shoot to shoot a rifle? Do you need like shoot rifle?
No, you just need shoot.
True.
I only have a
Kind of the
pistol.
point of. That's kind of the point of guns, is that anyone can use them.
Yeah.
A lot of the guns, though, are specialized. A lot.
So yeah, okay, here we got rifle is upkeep 3. It's not loud. Okay. Yeah, that's an upgrade to my hunting rifle if someone wants
Do we want to just do the
that.
sorting of this, and when and if we get into combat, we suddenly have to figure out who had definitely in the past lives traded?
I leave that to
around?
Jordan if you want us, if we can do that sort of flashback.
Does
Yeah,
Cart have any upgrades? How is the snake juice peddler, moving it around?
I think it's just a normal cart.
I think if we actually get enough gear, 2 hull worth is probably worth bringing the cart back. Even if we can just sell the cart when we get back to town, that's
Yeah.
2 hull
Yeah.
itself.
Yeah.
And it gives us the rations that we do that with.
Mhm.
So
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
Okay.
2 upgrades. This could be a valuable commodity.
True. Okay, so everyone spend a ration. You got all the stuff from the snake person. And then we're finally getting to a paved road.
much as I hate to
Mhm.
suggest it, is it night between the legs in the cold?
Let's see.
I don't know if that's necessary. Is that happening every? Oh, I think you said it would be.
Does it
Yeah.
happen every night?
You specifically said it's ongoing.
Every Lego travel, yeah.
Another self-control test?
Yeah, another self-control for everyone.
Or take 2 stress.
Or
That
just
was-
2
yeah.
stress.
2 stress or self-control and fail and get 2 trauma. That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
I guess I'm getting trauma.
I'm going to spend a ration and add 1 to the self.
I'm fine. I don't know if rations.
Oh,
This
can you
is
spend
Not
a ration?
for
This
not
is
for
not a
the
test that requires
self-control.
exertion. Rations can only
Fair
be spent
enough.
on things that require exertion.
Very sad, but I still succeeded.
Okay.
I do as well.
Yeah, so just rain.
Yep.
Okay. And then for the last leg, so there are several vehicles in the middle of the road ahead. Oh no. They look like they've seen maintenance and new parts within the last few weeks, not sitting out here for 5 years. This is a Crusader caravan just sitting in the middle of the road. Everyone. Oh, those are people who like try to cure the disease, but they go crazy because it doesn't work. Like it literally defies physics.
Oh, right. They're trying to fix zombies, but can't.
Psychologically broken Doctors Without Borders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
One person give me an awareness check.
I have a 2 in that.
I
Be your
think I've
turn
got-
then.
Yeah, I've got a 2 too, so go ahead.
I succeed.
Okay. You are alerted to a vector amongst the vehicles. They are several hours past the apology stage.
That's an amazing
Oh.
sentence.
So you
the
hear
apology
the vector.
stage is like when they know they're going bad and they start eating people and apologizing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see here. Lurching. Oh yeah, lurching out from the far vehicle while they still have time to run away. Would you like to run away from the vector?
But there's
Ye-
cars, and we can
Shoot
just
it.
take
Just
out the
shoot it.
vector. Shoot it.
Thing is, Vector's contagious.
Very.
Oh.
I
And
run away
fast.
because I'm terrible. I'm a terrible shot, anyways. So I tell everyone. I just yell like Vector because we probably know this, like just what that means. I yell Vector and I run.
What is the difference between the guy that we fought in the stadium and a Vector as far as how much damage they need to take before they're not a threat?
I could look that up for you.
Also, how far away is
Yeah.
it, and is it still working in shambles?
It will be having a lot more shambles because it can run as fast as we
It'll
can.
run
or
very
fast, and
fast.
This doesn't run up. Doesn't get tired.
So
But also
So
the
Vector-
cold makes them slower. We went over this.
Casualties. Makes casualties
Normal
Vectors are not
casualties.
casualties yet.
yeah, because vectors have it's called the hot blight. So it's like
Mm.
the disease is literally hot in their body, and then casualties are cold blight, so they can.
Yeah.
Or that's
They
why
get
they slow
slowed.
down.
I would like
Um,
to have a dumb plan. I would like to shout out to the Crusaders to form up and follow me. Like
There
to try to
aren't any Crusaders here. It was just cars with their
Abandoned cars
signs
and a
on,
Vector.
with their logos.
mhm.
I'm
Oh.
guessing the Vector is wearing the remnant of a lab coat.
Probably. Something like that.
Probably. Okay,
So
so vectors.
Yeah,
The
I thought there
rules.
was more cultists here I could gather.
No, they got 8.
Oh.
But they left
So
their cars behind.
Yeah, if we can get the car stuff, then upgrade from the wagon to the car.
Yeah.
So, vectors have a murder modifier, which equals the vector's in-life speed. Affects their undead movement and strength, in addition to equaling their advantage in checks against PCs or skill checks declared against the vector. So, basically, let's see here. Vectors can move their murder modifier and shambles per round. All successful vector attacks add the murder modifier to damage, in addition to dealing knockback. And knockback is allowing the attacker to narrate the target is either knocked prone or into some nearby portion of the environment. The blow itself does no extra damage, but the target has to waste a tactic to climb up from prone position.
So they can effectively slow you down once they get close to you.
Yeah.
That's
I would
horrifying.
like to pedal away quickly.
Much as I hate to run from a fight, these don't sound fun.
Yeah.
And anything with a murder modifier can kiss my ass.
We
Well,
run
oh,
away.
yeah.
We run away.
I'm just thinking if we
Oh, we run away.
Cars, and if it's just one vector,
We run away.
I'm fine
Run
to
away
run
real
away.
fast.
I am running away. I just wasn't sure if you killers would run away with your new assault rifle that you can. Let me check what it does. I think
see,
you
that's
can
the big thing. If it's silenced and it could actually go down in a shot or so. But
So
if
if
it's a
we have
matter
an
of
automatic rifle, charges may be spent after the check for additional damage. So if you're careful and you succeed on a check, you can then just spend all of the assault rifle's ammo to try and put it down.
Just dump it.
Okay, well, there is the suppressing fire option.
Yeah, just unload a full
Thing is-
clip.
Yeah, do we?
Do it. It was free.
If we take down one limb, is it down?
And we have extra ammo. So yeah.
So, let's see here. Vectors count as a management level.
So we will have to target their limbs individually.
We'll need a hitbox ban. Okay, so
But we only have to take out one of their limbs, then they die if they're a manager. If that was like, was that? I'm trying to remember.
No, it was
No,
full time.
full-time.
Full time.
Oh, so they're even
Managers are
tougher.
worse.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
they have the same amount of hitboxes as you,
Yeah, you're taking on a PC.
essentially.
We run away. Maybe suppressing fire, but we run away.
If we get their one of their legs, that should slow them down. If we get
Yeah.
their body or head, body, I'm not sure if the effector would die, but the
Is
head
there a
would.
roll even to run, or is it just your?
It just says you could run. Like it says, with the successful awareness check,
Yeah.
you still
We
have
see
enough
him.
time to run. Yeah.
Yeah, we see him before he sees us, and we just book.
Yeah.
Sense, I think, says that this is more than we can handle right now.
There's
Should
so
handle.
much salvage there,
I know.
and the way legs work, we basically can't come back. If I remember.
Well,
right.
wait a minute. So this rifle is silenced.
Yes.
So when you shoot it, you're not gonna get any more casualties coming in.
Yeah,
That's
but
nice.
I'm just wondering how that works with like, does he know where the shots came from
Yes.
when we shoot him?
He
Yeah.
sees us, I
Yes.
think. He just sees us from so far away, and we see that he sees us, that we have a chance to
Yeah.
get away before they can actually catch us.
Hmm.
Silence only affects attracting more enemies.
Yeah.
So we've got the silenced rifle, and we've also got my net, which could actually again
Oh,
stick him in one
yeah.
place. If we spend one round, shooting, I spend a round hiding said net for a trap because that is a better role for me than actually using it in melee. We might be able to, do enough to it that he's not. It's a reasonable fight, but not a good one.
I'm going to send my Dronky
Mhm.
into tank hits. I can absorb hits now that it's armored.
All right, are we fighting this thing then?
Fuck it. It could be the last thing we do, but
TPK.
it'll be fun.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me finish the list. So they are hard to kill. They count as management. The other stuff is if PCs turn into a vector. Let's see here.
Oh, that's an option too, isn't it? Oh, great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it would be worse
Now,
than.
do these things have to bite you in order to transfer, or is it just being
It's
near
when
them?
they hit you, and it's like a chance. Well, yeah. So vectors are more infectious than casualties. Victims of casualty bites turn in a matter of hours or days. Vector bites cause transformation in a matter of turns equal to the red of the failed infection check.
Okay,
if you
so it
get
is still
bit,
considered bites. Okay,
it's still
that's
considered
good.
bites, but I think
Yeah.
if they damage you, they're biting you technically.
Yeah.
Well, I have chainmail armor, which means I don't get infected from bites if they bite me where the armor is. So
Okay.
Okay, that's good. I have
Okay.
merely Kevlar.
You have armor?
Oh, here we go.
I have Kevlar and a helmet. Yeah.
Yeah, people get. We can move the number of shambles away equal to our speed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's not plus
So
one.
it's not
Okay.
speed, +1.
and what is this thing's speed? Do we know?
It's straight up speed.
Oh
No,
no,
I mean
like the
the
vector
vector,
speed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Probably 2 or
because
3.
it's got that
Um,
murder modifier
The
that
murder
adds
is
to
the
their shamble.
speed. It's the same thing
Yeah.
for them. Because
Well,
normally zombies have really slow.
I don't
Yeah.
think they have speed. They have the murder modifier. Is that it?
Yeah,
it's
they have that
it's the
instead.
murder modifier equals their speed in life.
Okay.
So
They work the
uh,
same way.
Yeah.
yeah. So I'm gonna say this guy has a murder modifier. I'll just roll. Of
They
2.
were. Okay. I was like,
Okay,
these guys
I'm
were
faster
nerds.
than he is. Good.
Okay. So let me head to.
We have to roll to get away, or we're not running. We're not getting away.
Are you
We're
guys
not-
fighting or
we're
running?
Not
fighting,
running.
I think.
We're fighting.
Okay.
This is a terrible idea.
You want to
Gotta
go
try
to
it once.
break
Could pay
before we
off.
fight?
We have will
Yeah, let's-
to spend right now, for the most part.
Let's go to break
Okay.
so I can set everything up.
Yep. Oh boy. We'll be back in just a few minutes with the cameras froze, but that's my fault. Hold on.
Oh, hey.
There we go. We'll be back in a few minutes to see if we all die.
Yay.